Martin Fry, the lead singer van ABC, is here bij ons in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And you look so great after all these years, 30 years, still a gentleman.
Well,
wearing terrific shoes as well.
What, the shoes? Okay,
Yeah.
very kind of you. Jimmy Choo's. My daughter works at Jimmy Choo's, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
And, she gave me a pair of shoes, yeah.
How was it to perform here?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
We rolled back the years there. And it's really interesting hearing the look of love. There's still a little bit of energy there after all of these years. I'm pleased with that, yeah.
Is it strange?
It's been a long, winding road.
Yeah,
to get
absolutely.
here.
Yeah.
You know, since 1982 when we first formed.
Over 30 years, yeah. Is it strange to hear so many people in the crowd singing your songs?
That is a feeling you cannot buy. Yeah, it's the best feeling ever. It was great having all those hit records back in the 80s, but in 2015 to see an audience singing along to the look of love today has been fantastic.
Great hits in the 80s and the 90s. What did you do in the years between?
I had a good run of 10 years through the 1980s, so I've worn a lot of flamboyant clothes through that period. You had to if you were back then in a band. You had to. I was competing with Boy George and Annie Lennox and Spandau Ballet and Depeche Mode and all those bands. But in the 90s, I kind of reached a point where people are like, "What? You're still here?" You know. So I did a lot of like a lot of guys. I had my kids, and I did a lot of flat pack furniture.
Yeah.
You know, I went to those stores and I kind of built chests of drawers and beds and did that for a couple of years.
And performing now, do you enjoy it?
In the recent years, I've been playing live all over the world.
And do you enjoy it more?
I love it. You know something? The gigs are bigger, better, bolder than they ever were in the 1980s. It's better than the 1980s.
Because in the 80s...
And today's fantastic. The sun's shining.
Yeah, the sun is shining.
It's a fantastic atmosphere.
I was staying next to Adam from OMD. And we were talking about your performance. Great voice still.
Check those guys.
Do you see those guys a lot?
Yeah, it's funny. Back in the day, you know, you do Top Pop, or in Britain, Top of the Pops, in Holland, Top Pop, and you'd be competing with everybody to try and be number one. But now it's a kind of nice feeling, you know, to have survived all those years and to be... So it's nice to cross paths with OMD today and say hello. Yeah, it's great.
I was looking at the video of The Look of Love a couple of days ago. Is it art? Is it retro? What is it?
You know, it's all art. Art is anything you can get away with. But in that video, I don't know if you remember, maybe you're too young to remember Benny Hill, the comedian.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was very popular here. He was very popular in Britain. Yeah. We wanted to do a video that was like Benny Hill. We didn't want to be like Duran Duran.
No.
So there's a lot of visual gags in the look of love.
It's a competition you can't win.
But the fantastic thing about the 1980s was the videos were insane.
Yeah.
Highly entertaining, but bonkers. Yeah. And all the ABC videos are nuts.
MTV could make you or not.
Yeah.
And do you work on new material?
Yeah, I have been writing a new album, like a follow-up to the Lexicon of Love, our first album, about now and about what it's like to have grown up. So I've been playing quite a lot of shows with full orchestra. So we've been doing new songs with the orchestra. Yeah. So that's a kind of interesting thing to do as well. But it's still a wonderful, wonderful feeling to sing The Look of Love and Poison Arrow and When Smokey Sings and The Night You Murdered Love, the hits.
Do you have any idea how many times you've sung
you know, that's
The Look of Love?
Question. Yeah.
Over 3, 4, 5,000?
More than that, more than that. I don't think I've not hit the million mark yet.
Hey, it's great to have you here.
Thank you very much. I'm having a brilliant time. Going to check OMD.
Okay, in a couple of minutes they're starting. And later on we will expect them here in the studio. Thank you for being here. Martin Fry of ABC. En we gaan natuurlijk...